I'm so grateful that you are joining me here on this journey through Today I Choose. And I really find it important for you to understand where that name came from, right? I was at an event with Deepak Chopra, and he was talking about us choosing our environment. And I got very riled. Coming from a childhood where I felt I had no choice into adulthood where I felt like life was just imploding and happening to me, I was in complete resistance to this idea. And in expressing that, he very kindly said to me, "When was the last time that these people hurt you?" And I said I was 16, 17. And he just smiled very kindly, and he said, "And how old are you now?" And I thought my head was going to explode, right? And what I realized, though, as this journey has taken me around the world and back, is that, back to that wonderment of childhood. All through my childhood, I felt like I was playing a game. And I would say that to people, and they would get, just incensed by it. Like it was so personal. And, in religion class, because I went to Catholic school all the way through my 8th grade year, I spent a lot of time in the hall. In my state of questioning, this idea that, this was all so personal. And maybe, just maybe, we were playing a game. Now, I read recently that there are like 3 NASA scientists that say that we have been playing this video game, much like the movie The Matrix, right? And we forgot. And we became very personal and very entrenched in the character playing the game, right? So, in that space of, as Buddha talks about detaching from the emotion or depersonalizing the experience, we can move into a place of playing the game versus the game playing us. And that's the goal, right? To be in the world and not of it. So I realize that this is a big game of choice. The religious traditions call it the game of life, each saying that we were given free will, we were given opportunity for choice, and how our life progressed was completely relative to the choices we were making. Now, science also says that every moment, which is 90 seconds, every minute and a half, we are given 6 alternate choices or tendril timelines, right? Where we could go, much like, the routes that are displayed in your GPS. You can take the scenic route or you can take the straightest route through, right? And these tendril timelines each represent a choice, and the results and consequences and continuation or trajectory that choice would play out, right? Now, when we grow up in a place of domination, trauma, right, and we don't get the opportunity to learn to make choices, we get to a state of feeling like life is happening to us. and we don't have any way to maneuver it, right? It's just like we're riding the rapids and they're just taking us away, right? Kind of like the reactionary space of a pinball game, right? Now, could it be possible in our state of awareness and our state of integration and our move into integrity and wholeness, that we start recognizing these choices that we're making or not making, or have given them away in our wait for the knight in shining armor to come in and fix things for us and take care of us, and so that we don't have to think that hard, right? We turn choices over to our government. We turn choices over to almost anybody that'll pay attention to us, right? To be a master in this game, we are taking back these choices. We're going, like, this is my game. That isn't what I want. We start speaking out to our wants and needs, right? We spend time and energy around what's acceptable for us, right? And in that, we find clarity, right? Now, in every game, getting from here to there, the straightest line through, the fastest way, right? That is what the game's about, right? In any game we choose to play. Now, what I want to share in this space of choice, I remember very clearly different points in my journey where I was handed opportunity and I chose to walk past, right? Could my journey have taken a completely different trajectory? Absolutely. Was it wrong to walk the direction I walked? Absolutely not, right? You know, every step we take is an opportunity for us to gain information, right? Now, science also says that in our awareness, we're taking in 400 billion bits of information per second. So between this idea of good and evil and duality, Democrats, Republicans, whatever, right? We live our life where we choose to put our attention in this 400 billion bits of information, right? Just like Where's Waldo? If we didn't have those little icons at the bottom to trace back, right? We would just be in a state of overwhelm. So where we put our attention becomes our world, because a normal human, right, is operating on 100 of those bits of 400 billion bits of information. So we have to understand that, right? We have to be very conscious of where we're putting our attention, because that's our world. And that is our choice, right? We can spend all of our energy focusing on a problem, or we can recognize the problem, not take it personally, look at it in a state of solution, and find the straightest line through it to the other side. Now we take every one of these experiences, right, so personally that we feel like we're in a state of difficulty all the time. Again, back to life happening to us, right? What we need to understand, again, in this space of depersonalization, games are played with us solving problems. That's what a game is, right? That's what makes it fun. It's like a puzzle. When we don't get emotionally involved in it, right? Again, back to that place of curiosity, right? What can I do to move this needle forward? Like, I really like to use the idea of the GPS, right? There are many, in time, because there's many routes for us to get from here to there. But when we're playing a game, the wisest route, right, is usually the straightest line through. The straightest line through, right? So back to us stepping into that place of today I choose. It's a place of personal responsibility. It's a place of personal awareness, consciousness around our choices and the trajectory they're taking our life, and the consequences or the reactions that our choices are having on the environment around us, right? Our world is not going to change until we look right here and understand how we're impacting it, how we're handing our choices over to others, right? And how we're working in resistance to what is in the highest and best for humanity and every living being on this planet, including the planet itself. Now, I have an audio series that I love that people really enjoy called the Today I Choose, right? 7-minute, mind-altering, quantum movement into choice making, right? We have to be very conscious of when we're not making them, because no choice is often the biggest choice we're ever going to make. Whoever is stepping into that space is going to have some personal gain involved in their choice making for you, right? We have to know that. So this series, it's a 3-level series, 7 minutes a day. And we work with one of these audios. Now we're up, we're physical, we're moving. There's action involved in shifting your field and working these thoughts loose, right? These ideas that we've been holding on to and moving us into a state of active choice making, conscious choice making. And when we're there, there's no blame, there's no fear, because we're in absolute responsibility for who we are, where we stand, what people are going to walk away saying about us, whatever, because you're going to be you, no matter who's in the room, right? Now, I'm going to put the link to the Today I Choose audio series in the description today. And I'd love for you to start playing with that. Right now, again, one more little PS tidbit. These 7 minutes, like, we work with one of those until our body is so comfortable we're not feeling movement, right? And then we move on to the next one. The next one we may be just fine with and not be having any resistance in our body. We move on to the next one, right? Let your body guide you through this course. Your body knows everything you need to know about you. It is your system, it's your operating system, it's your hard drive, and it knows. So rock it out and let me know how you feel different, and I'll see you tomorrow.